for Fury, for example, not winning that season. So it really does come down to these kinds of things.
Speaking of coming down, 777 goes down to Sophia. Easy kill there for SGD. They did get Shen knocked down, and they might lose a second here. Youngby from NGE, well, gets the down onto Sophia with a bit of help from Ninja 2K. We know that Youngby actually did the majority of it, though, but that is a disaster start for SGD. Despite getting the kill, you're losing both Sophia and Shen. Ninja 2K obviously wanting to go and clean up, knowing that Shen is down, Sophia is down. They can get maybe 2 kills on this. But here comes Jervis and Leo, and I like this. They've got to contest to get at least one of these 2 back up. More importantly, I think Sophia, Shen's probably long gone, but inside of the smoke, Ninja 2K will run past him, but it's suddenly a bit of a chaos, and then Leo, Jervis pushed out. It's just Leo that's left now.
I think they've bitten off a little more than they can chew here. SGD are down to just Leo. And Jervis, he was trying to take some control. He was probably still in the back of his mind sort of thinking, yeah, maybe there's a world where we can get Shen back up. But ultimately, that has been a big, big mistake. And the Expendables, they're going to walk away with this. They're going to obviously do it with just the 3 players alive. They did lose 777. Leo, though, I can't imagine he gets more than that initial knock. And so Ninja will be getting picked back on up. And not exactly the start to the night that SGD would have been looking for. This was... I think going to be a pretty important night for SGD, considering Daytrade is so close behind them now.
Position, not for all of their players, but as a team, and this is a disaster. Oh, Noran's turnaround shot onto Zizzy. I mean, well, from a disaster to basically a free kill for Daytrade. Only the 2 players, so this should honestly be very, very winnable. For the Expendables, all from the other side, though. Doctor's got extra Cedar Jr. Just when they had their attention to E-Arena. Teraton 5 made their entrance in from behind, but it's a messy one, and they lost 2 players for it, and E-Arena go down anyway.
Oh, here comes GE as well. Hang on, just a minute, Xenox, because this is going to be a little more than just a couple of teams to play with. Patton Pong is done. That's the end of Teraton 5, the Expendables. I don't even know how many more they're holding on to, and Team Bliss is here too. What an absolute mess this bowl is starting to turn into. Just the exit of the Pubg, and everyone is trying to get involved. Those are 3 really healthy kills for Team Bliss, who are in desperate need of points at the moment.
The PCS7 over to Kang, though. The other Australian team, Julio driving by, gets a little bit of air. One outside of the passenger seat, that's Job Jab and Skeet, both taken down. Big knocks for the orangutans, courtesy of Kang, but under pressure. Jowman lands the tag, Jowman gets the knock, and it's only Rip now that is left alive for the orangutans. Can they at least maybe take MS Chompuri with them?
Well, the nade that ripped through, unfortunately, is not going to do any damage to Jowman. The one responding in kind will certainly do a little bit. Molotov over the top. Rip at 75 HP. He's not feeling too bad about this fight, but does really need to win it. Otherwise, MSC can get a couple of players up, I think. How many have they got on the floor? Resible? None, actually. They all bled out. Jowman is the last alive, so it was the 1v1 ultimately. That doesn't really result in too much of a favorable result for MSC, but either way, an extra point on the board, and considering they're still trying to hang on to 5th, then that is something of value. Circle does move on top of Buriram, and they do need a big result tonight. They had a pretty tough night last night. They could start off with a win. We'll start to feel a little bit more excited about their chances. Bit awkward there for Evil Patrick with the shotgun, but CJ has got it done onto Y8, and Icarus feeling the pressure from Archangel Predator.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I was more so looking at the kill feed there because I saw 2 players of Cerberus get knocked down. It was Umkid and Himas. PMA with a much, much better position here above on the rocks. Eastern side of prison. That high ground advantage. So difficult to navigate. Hisaki doing what he can to get above, but he couldn't find what he was looking for. Tycon, I think he had Pete aggressing onto him. There's another one you see on the rocks. He's just standing there. Tycon just took a little bit of time and he gets punished.
It was the gun.
Oh,
I think the gun blocked his vision and he just didn't really quite see it, and that's going to be the end of it. So Cerberus, PMA, they get away with a bit of a cheeky one. Archangel Predator taking that fight against NGE. They've actually moved away, so that's given a bit of breathing room to Team Bliss. So one man's trash is another man's treasure, I suppose, and Team Bliss may be very happy to see how this has played out. Even now, Monty claiming one on the way out, gets an extra point from CJ, but Mirage drops in the meanwhile. So it's not as if this is going to be an easy run for Team Bliss, but it kind of feels doable now, given the fact that Archangel Predator have moved from one of their sides, and it's sort of freed them up to just worry about what's happening with Daytrade, and they've also recognized this fight has not gone well for either NGE or Archangel Predator. And they'll just try to try and send it in that direction. It's going to be the loss of Monty, but maybe at least a couple of these Bliss members can get through it alive. Mad Dog firing some shots in. Nordra also has an angle. I might have spoken too soon. I think Team Bliss really pretty much down and out. Bren will claim another before he drops. But how long can he survive there? I mean, that's not very good cover, I'm afraid.
No, it's obviously the worst kind of cover that you can really have. And yeah, unfortunately for Bryn, does not save him from those bullets. Does go down. Buriram will collect the points. They will collect the kills. Mad Dog fell as well. So only Evil Patrick left alive for Archangel Predator. It's looking like almost a sure thing that Buriram may take this game unless they can get a shift away from them. But even then, I don't think there's any kind of circle shift that is going to take that entire compound away. It does go towards Daytrade, who do get a reprieve. At the very least, had that gone more towards Evil Patrick, probably would have made things really bad for Daytrade. But Flash Poochill's clearly inside of the circle. Nurant has to still cross the road. But the one thing for Daytrade, they've still got 4 players alive. The only other team besides Buriram that have that chance. What's interesting, though, is the winner chicken dinner percentage is apparently favoring Daytrade. I find that a little bit strange, considering the compound situation here. Either way, Poochill's peaks over. Bit of a tag from Teddy, and Flash gets taken down by Nordra.
Daytrade have set up the wall of smokes to keep them safe from Buriram, and they're just going to have to try and take this to PMA. PMA want not a bar of it. They're keeping their heads down as much as possible, praying that Buriram's going to help them out and force Daytrade to stop this cross in some way, shape, or form. Nades look great. Ooh. They haven't quite got over the Darcias, but inevitably they do land. Poochill's flash, Belmoth. Oh, it's an artillery barrage. That is death from above. PMA had no idea what just hit them.
Blue. They're going to just run and die to blue. They wanted to get the kills, get second place, deny points from Buriram. Wow. They're just going to send it straight to the blue. That is an impeccable play from Daytrade. They understand the whole tournament as a whole and what they need to do. There was no way that they were going to push onto the compound of Buriram. They did not even attempt it, not handing over the points. They took the points. They took out PMA, and then they just absolutely headlined straight for the blue. Buriram, your winners from this game, Jordan, in well, circumstances that are always quite strange, but nevertheless, they are the winner.